Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring up now that we're back.
And we're back!
And we're back! Allison is like, what is going on? Michelle is the pro.
Maybe later I'll play you a little bit of my Merv Griffin intro, if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah.
Sure, I'm game.
I'll get it at the ready.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So, I wanted to bring up a cool little topic. We were talking just about child privacy almost on Facebook. Well, really just privacy amongst, teenagers or kids in school, and also people in education or leadership roles where you might just want to have it all private. But there's another level of privacy where you can actually have people in certain groups or lists where you share certain information with them and not everyone else. And actually, a few months ago, Michelle was really helpful because you told me about those groups and how you use them to let a lot of friends into your Facebook, but not show them everything. And how would you guys feel about if your kids did that and they find a way to have certain groups where you might not even be looking at it? Or how would you monitor your kids once they are on Facebook? And then let's
tell me how you do it, Michelle, because I want to know.
Oh, well, I didn't innovate it myself. A friend of mine told me she has, I have a group that I call No Info, meaning that they shouldn't be able to see very much on my page. Although I don't know how good that is because I don't think I have the settings quite right. But there are a few people, there are people in life that want to be friends on Facebook, and my personality is I have a real hard time. Someone wants to be your friend and I know them. I'm personally conflicted to ignore their friend requests. So what I figured was I'll put them in a group where they get very little information. Because I don't want to, I just want them to be able to feel welcomed, but, I really don't want them to know. I'm opinionated,
Right.
I've got I'm opinionated and sometimes a little risque about what I post, and I feel like certain people shouldn't be able to necessarily see all my business. So
is that because you're single, or is just that's because of you?
It's my personality. When I see something that I like or I don't like, I like to really chime it from the bell tower. Like I like, whoa, check it out, and so sometimes there's people that I wouldn't want them to know. I also post a lot about other people's stuff and what they're saying and doing, and a lot of controversial political stuff. So if I don't feel like someone really accepts me or really would be okay with that, then I feel like they should be in a group where they just think that I'm talking about kittens. And
I wonder what group I'm in of yours.
You're in the good group. You're in the A-list.
Right.
Most people are in the A-list group. I mean, the vast majority, but there's a small percentage of people that I put somewhere else, Or if they make negative comments, I'll just take them off my feed completely because I just can't deal with them all the time. So I'll just take them off my feed, or take myself off their feed.
So does that mean when you post, you just select what group you want the post to go out to?
Yeah. So when I go to post, it's already set up that it's set up custom, which means that it goes to the vast majority of my friends, but it's everybody except the group called No Info, and so that group shouldn't see my my posts.
I see.
But I don't know how good. I really honestly don't know how.
Yeah, the other question I was going to bring up now was if I can, if I post something to a specific group, can a person in that group share it out to somebody else? That's important to know too, because maybe you have certain group of people in a group, but then they're going to pass it on to the public or somebody else you didn't want them to see that, right?
Whoa.
Like it's complicated. How does that work? I don't know.
Well, I think you can. If you provided a share button, like, if you allow people to share your stuff, I think as long as someone can see it, they can share it.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, so that's, I guess, important to not only limit the groups that you post, but obviously watch out what you're posting, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, like my photos, I don't think people can share my photos.
I see.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And
then
test it.
I think they can share my posts, like if I post like an article or something, I think they can share that. But I think if I post, I don't think they can go to my photos and share them. I think.
I see.
Not positive. In fact, I just did a cleaning. I took out all the crappy photos of
Very
me.
nice.
Wow.
It's good to do
Untag,
cleanup.
untag.
Can you guys?
So, Oscar, do
Yes.
you use groups like that?
No. Well, I have one group, a main group called like Close Friends. I think it's a built-in group that Facebook gives you. And what I do is I have everybody that's, I have a lot of people in there. The people that I exclude from that group are people that post a lot of stuff automatically or something like that. And that way I can focus on the people that are posting, one thing at a time on Facebook, and then I can go watch that. And then, but I just have a group that's kind of close friends, and then everyone else in a non-group. So that way I can watch people's really important updates, and then kind of do a quick pass at everyone else's, because I see a lot of fake posts or like a bunch of pictures that I don't really necessarily want to watch all the time or look at. But I don't get too granular with the groups. So, excuse me for a second. So, have somebody at the door. Take a quick break. Take super quick break. I know. I don't know. There's somebody banging on the door real quick. This is not happening. But you guys
Come
can.
back. If you don't, I'm calling 911.
I will. That's our